Hello, everyone. So I'm back for a minute at least. I should have. I should be on Kick, Africa, as well as YouTube now. And this is my test stream. We got Twitch took a second to line up. Looks like YouTube is kicking. Kick is kicking. Africa is sending data, but not necessarily confirmed as kicking. So, nothing fancy going on right now. I just want to close these loops, see what's going on in my own. Close these loops. Yeah, there you go. And why the hell does it say live with restream? Ew. So that's there, but the fuck is this live with restream bullshit? Fuck. I paid for this service. Why the fuck is restream on my shit? That's what my point is. Fuck restream. Anyways, we gotta update this. Okay, this is the YouTube. Um, and Fryer Rex things. Talking all about what you do. So, updated now YouTube. And I go to the YouTube and refresh this. Do. Got it. Chat, blah, blah, blah. Okay, at least that's updated. And then go to Kick. Kick go. It's incredible, really, how accessible this stuff is. Um, and we really should be utilizing it as individuals to create better connections through society, especially to different areas, you know. Um, Kick is growing. What is that noise? Titles on titles. Catch up, though. Yeah, Kick I'm not updating, or you can't update through the other one. Um, in silence, everyone listened. That's what it says. Point is, we are running fine on Kick. About is here. Videos. Why doesn't it have my? I thought I did that. Discord. Okay. Well, the panels on Kick are one thing to work on. Although I'm not following anyone. Point is, I see that the stream is solid. And if I go to Africa, go to blog. What? Um, Holy shit. My neighbor is unwell currently, which is very sad. So, Africa sending data, but it doesn't appear to be there. And I'm not even sure if it's going to. Huh. Africa TV stream. Press play, and it's a guy dancing here. Nope, there it is. Africa TV stream. Manager chat. Just manager chat. Yeah, so the chat doesn't. Well, that's a shame. I'm not seeing a chat from Africa, which means probably Kick as well, I think. Yeah, connected channels too, Panfryer and Twitch and YouTube. If I go back to Kick, but yeah, everybody. So, anyways, I tell you what, I'm feeling light of spirit, which is good. That is, I can't tell you when I'm gonna get over my frustrations in life. My body is my body, and I am and that's the thing about getting rid of the job. I feel a lot more vitality than I used to. I feel more active, which is wonderful. Um, so yeah, with Kick and with Africa. And what is manager chat in Africa? Don't even know. I'm gonna have to look. Oh, it's probably just chat for the management. That makes sense. Um, Chat users. BJ. Point is, I want to drive people to my stuff. Oh, come on. Six views in 10 minutes on Africa. Okay. What I want is to share my Discord on it while I'm streaming. So, I mean, people on Kick or on Africa are not going to want to. How am I going to get this chat kicking? Is the fundamental question at this point. Wow, that's a good idea. think I'm gonna do that with the chat. Zero viewers, zero followers, just beginning. Just beginning. Kick does have my Discord. Edit. 2FA for your account. Just your average super cool dude. See, that's scary. I navigated away. If you guys have talked to me and Kick, go ahead and talk to me again. Because it deleted the first part. Different formats. Any of these formats, and especially in old school, um, you know, old school promotions, how people promoted. How do you grow your network? There's word of mouth growing. Is word of mouth really how we're going to work anymore? Whose mouth? Is it going to be a person's mouth or an AI's mouth that we're actually going to be networking through? And you know, the give and take that's a normal part of promotions as people learn to get their footing is very, classic. It just doesn't work. You can't grow fast enough of your own networking things to be relevant at this moment, is what I believe. Um, which drives us all who are paying attention and goal oriented to push, push, push. So, anyways, without having these open, don't know how I would even realize anything's really going on if somebody was to try to talk to me. I don't even know what Swift is. Let's switch Swift. On Africa. What is Swift? We'll check it out. What is Swift? Did it right? Oh, here we go. Options. I don't even. Oh man. Nope. Nope. Whatever it is, it's in a different language. I wouldn't say too early for a beer. All depends on your life. Enjoy your beer. Good to see you, Goner. Welcome back. I'm working. Right now I'm opening up. I'm streaming to 4 different services right now. So you're on Twitch, I can see, but I've also got YouTube, Kick, and Afrika going. And right now I'm in Afrika trying to understand what's going on. Yeah, gotta communicate, and I do want to get the word out, as far as there is something going on. Some people care about the future. I think we have a limited time to really make a difference here. And I'm happy to be part of all that. So we want to get a really big spread, and we have a very limited amount of time before there's going to be any non-corrupted data. Like in 6 months, all the data which is fed is going to be doubted, just because that's just a natural reaction to AI being here. So the flag has been cast. We are really running into the need to adapt. How are we gonna communicate as human beings once we're surrounded by the chatter that AI generates? It's a real question. But yeah, finding additional outlets, greater spread. Let's reach out to people and work together to build a different norm. This is my hope. And what I don't see, like on my YouTube, I don't see anything about my Discord. But YouTube's not the critical one. But I definitely have my Discord information in there, and it's just not showing up. Why not? But yeah, the my neighbor's got some friends going through her place right now. She's having some health issues. So truly, truly not good news. She's a good kid. She's just young. I don't even know what 21-year-olds are doing, how they deal with life and the stresses of trying to figure something out when no one's going to help them. Just being a patient adult is, I think, a very important civil service for these kids. I've got a viewer on Kick. Hello. Check it out. um, I normally stream not this late. There is something that I probably should go to tonight. I gotta fucking figure it out. I don't want to go. I don't want to fucking do anything. Nothing productive anyways. I should just get a beer. That's a good idea. I appreciate the suggestion, Goner. Well, the real, you know what else would be nice? What if I could Add. Chat. Oh, cool. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's be delinquent. I'm not a beer guy. Here you go. All right. Talk me into it. This shit, Kirkland Premium Vodka. So good. So well made. This bottle, I think, is $26. And this is a handle. This is a 1.75 liter. $28 bottle of vodka. And this really is some of the best vodka I've ever had. I've had very expensive vodka. I grew up on Grey Goose, Belvedere, $50 for a fifth. They cost twice as much for less than half as much. Like Belvedere and Grey Goose does. And they don't taste as good. They have a lot more acetone flavor. It's amazing what they've been fucking doing to us. These companies have been selling us these trash products for so many years. Cheers. Yeah, so I'm using Restream, and it shouldn't put all that much additional weight on what I'm doing. Question is how I'm going to change things here, because like on Africa, I'm under lifestyle and hobbies, and I have text. It's just I've got to have a browser open with that text, and now you can't see the text. Which, if we get a conversation going across these things, I really want to be able to pool the text, but multi-streaming to 4 different services, that's probably going to be difficult. Over time, they'll integrate further with OBS because Twitch and YouTube are very integrated. They're or rather with Restream. Restream is actually talking to Twitch and YouTube now for me, but they only really give the chat integration for those two. Yeah, I would have to read the comments, but the thing is, if we get to really getting to a good conversation, is about getting a lot of people sharing their opinions. Ideally, like in the beginning, as people show up and I interact with people one on one, we can have just a back and forth conversation, but there may be another intellect here who wants to talk to you and who comments on the conversation, and that ability for you guys to see each other really empowers the conversation. And it also gives you a chance to, if my thing is going off here and you get, I don't mind. I would love to see the chatters in my streams debating and sharing their opinions and all the same things that I do one on one, and I don't have to be a part of it. A culture, a good, but the point is, intellect is a practice. Intellect, I'm not expecting to see geniuses to show up and actually work problems. I'm expecting people who want to learn, who have a value of intellect. And if they show up and they spend their time around this conversation, this is proven science. Adults don't have a lot of pressure to really think in their lives. And by just having a culture which is welcoming, which brings in especially a variety of perspectives, it doesn't require a lot of intellect. We have Google. We can, whatever we're talking about, we can all go online and check. So details, intellect, like true intelligence, totally irrelevant for the most part. The dumber people are when they come, the better, because they're more willing to learn. A lot of what we have to really change is an absurd arrogance that we've let develop over what we know and what we really don't know. And so people who are well educated, who believe they have intellect, are actually mostly the problem. When we get people who just want to learn, we'll fix everything. And that's just humility. And here's a workshop to create that interplay. And regardless of where anybody starts, if they become part of that interplay, they become smarter over time. They become more diligent and precise in their application. And we all learn together. Only one of us has to see the problem and name it. If we have good communication, we only need one intellect. But we just got to have good faith in a community where that one intellect can trust everybody else, and everybody else can trust that one intellect. One intellect by itself can take advantage of others' ignorance. Hopefully we end up with several intellects and many people who are learning. And some people will come only be teaching. Some people will come and be learning, and most people will be both. And as we have a healthy culture of exchange, that's what it changes as we turn into a functional learning format that will absolutely mess up our status quo and really begin to push us towards progress, as we've got to figure out. But don't worry. I mean, and the thing is, I'm not farming for intellect here. There's not much intellect in general. There's not much emphasis of any culture to truly learn. Asians have a lot more math and science intellect than what Americans do per se. And we don't need to understand any of that. Intellect is AI. It's all about to be accessible through our phone. So it's about to be all around us. It's more a matter of how do we trust each other? How do we connect? That connection is how we make use of the intellect, and we trust the people around us who are making use of it, because everybody's going to have access to intellect that's more powerful than they comprehend soon. ChatGPT is already accessible. Very soon they're going to, and I'm pretty sure that people are already using it to analyze external things or external data sets, which that's scary. It really is scary. That's why we've got to have this communication, and why right now getting this broad spread is just critical. How do we get out to everybody and draw human attention to human virtue, create a framework that encourages young people diligently to grow well into adults that, adults that do not drop the ball, hopefully. Oh, and you know what I can maybe do is pin a message, the Discord link, maybe. But yeah, no, intellect is sorely lacking for the majority of people, and it's called for. We need to get people effectively, surviving. And that's the thing for me. There's a lot of friendly individuals who are wondering why it is that I'm pulling away, and um, of course, if they listen to what I had said about what my goals are and what we really, I believe, even should be happening, they would understand that my hands are tied in some ways because of what I believe is happening around us. My hands are tied in a ton of ways. Shooby, shooby doo. React, delete. Badges. No, I want to pin. How do I pin? Forever. Pin forever. Kick is not allowing me. It's got a translate function. Oh, that's right. I should set these things to English. And Friars English Chat Fest for the masses today. What is denial of stream peak? I don't even know what that means. Hmm. What's up, the one? How you doing? Welcome. Um, this isn't giving me like first time chatter things. I'm not sure if we've met before. Welcome, welcome. I'm just chatting for the most part right now. If you have anything you want to talk about, I'm happy to talk anything pretty much, but I push towards the conversation on my stream and everything. I try to push towards being very socially conscious of the disruption and the struggle that many people are going through right now. I think that in response to that disruption, we should be having constructive dialogue to tie us together, and that dialogue should, it'll start through humble acceptance of each other, but hopefully it will lead to collective projects, understandings of ways to simplify our lives and help our communities towards a more vibrant existence. Um, so right now, what I'm doing, I just signed up with Restream, and I was on just Twitch. Now I'm streaming to 4 channels right now. I'm on Kick, I'm on Africa, I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to achieve a greater spread. And right now on Africa, I'm gonna really quick just pen a blog post. They have a blog thing, and their interface is different. And if people do catch up with me there, I want them to be able to finish the link. The whole idea is to make a creative community that is focused on true intellectualism and and transcending our limitations that we've had because our communication is so damaged in our society, Western society. Right now, there's just chaos, and finding a true level where everybody is welcome and nobody's disrespected. Setting up a universal sort of culture is my intention. Um, Not that they don't exist. I think a lot of people have tried to set up universally accepting cultures. The hard part about it is trying to be universally accepting, but still determining enough to be forward moving. that is a really big ask these days to get people to have some vision of how they're going to respond to what we're seeing change, what we're seeing fall apart. And for me, I just feel such a personal pressure to be present in this conversation that here I am on live streaming. I was just laid off too. So, hello everyone. I am a veteran, community organizer, and a civil rights activist. It's not debatable whether or not freedom leads to a more complete development. A person who is repressed knows nothing but that repression. This moment has empowered everyone to take a new stab at life. We have the technology and interconnectivity to bring everyone up to a modern execution, an efficient mode, by definition, optimized. It isn't wasteful. We know the system is struggling. Global ecosystems, the economy, we know technology has just been introduced, suddenly brings computers to conscious life. To be, we are soon to be in an era of unchecked engineering of every sort, and the result should be a transcendence for the entire human species. You cannot leave a single person, you cannot ignore any aspect of the global ecosystem anymore. Space is held so that we can connect. To connect better, consider joining my Discord. Everyone is welcome. Let's get to a widespread influence regarding an honest to God, good faith discussion. Thank you for your time, attention. Let's harmonize, turn the ship around. As an American, I know we owe a better way. The URL could not be automatically embedded. Select a bulletin. Oh, here we go. Cool. Yeah, and it's not the coolest thing being only able to speak English. I'm an American, and what people say when they ask me about what languages I learned, I say I also learned mathematics. I'm an engineer, and happy to share that knowledge, of course. Um, mm, mm. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Copy. Broadcast messages for all the streams to the embed chat. As a URL. So add a source. What is that, browser? Let's do chat. URL, boom. Oh, really? Yeah. This stuff is so much easier than it used to be, isn't it? And there's got to be some way to then theme. Hmm. It's a little bit small. Okay, now take this. Edit. What happened? Shouldn't I have? I did just make some changes. But doesn't appear to be. Maybe if I do this. Or is there any... Kick goes to that side. Africa goes to the other side. So I see the chats. Anyways, now they at least have a display for the chat, and I think it does show them where it came from. There we go. Okay. Very nice, Restream. You know, a little bit more progress today. And that is, it's probably bigger than it needs to be, isn't it? Better like this. And in doing it, why does 627 by 1316? There's no way. It's got to be positioning. Yeah. Okay. Properties. And we're going to do height of, I want twice as much. But cool. So, not a very exciting stream today, right now, you guys. I'm not sure what I'm even going to get into tonight. I'm not super worried about it, to be absolutely frank, guys. Life is pretty solid, and my reading from earlier said I should sleepwalk through today, which I want to agree with. I do. Just don't feel like anything. Shooby, shooby doo, da na na na, bana, bana bana. But yeah, a little bit of beverage, take the edge off everything. Not a big deal. Let's see if we have ish. Well, I don't know if I want to bother with Smite right now. I want to get off stream. I already spent 5 hours on stream today. And now I've spent another hour. But we've got at least now people on Africa and Kick will see the chat from Twitch and YouTube. I'm glad I'm getting more activity on Twitch than YouTube. What is going on, YouTube? Guard your privacy and abide by the dude abides, yo. More times will come. I will be around, you know. There's a bunch of ways for everybody to connect with me. Yeah, cheers, Goner. I appreciate you stopping by again and hanging out. Hopefully, this will develop into something shortly. I've got a little bit of time on unemployment to try to hopefully pull this all together. And if if we can really pull it all together, then that'll be wonderful. And I've really got, well, I don't have to do anything, do I? But connections don't need to be, so stressful as we have made them, I think. And the space is meant to hold that. I wake up, I have the motivation in the morning to do my routine, and that involves a tarot reading as well as reading from the book, although I'm starting to repeat in No Death, No Fear, so I do want to probably pull another book, maybe a roomy one. That would be nice. But yeah, stream for as many hours as you need. That's not gonna be the thing that turns this into anything meaningful. My streaming is just, all I can really do is put the word out of what I believe, offer the service, and we'll see who or what ever shows up. Because the change is only going to happen when we come together and like a magnet, we face the same direction. We will be able to pull everything together when we are actually working in concert. Once we are communicating well and caring about what each other says, even if it's bizarre, even if it's out of this world, giving a shit about the priorities of the human souls around us is the social contract. It's the foundation in America, it's the foundation for everything. It transcends the Constitution. And the Constitution itself is very clear about what we're supposed to do for each other. We're supposed to understand and respect that everybody has a right to life, liberty, and happiness. And if we're not helping them there, we're helping their oppressors. Our silence is violence. It doesn't mean that every time you hear a squeal, you got to do something. But to understand that there's a problem is key. And give a shit about investing and changing the trajectory, changing the fallout. If we don't change now, how many fucking electoral cycles do we need promising something when everything just continues to worsen? Biden's not doing fucking anything. We're still losing civil rights. And the Democrats benefit from the conflict. It is not, the Democrats are not playing their side strong because they have no reason to. They benefit from the disgusting nature of the right in America right now, which the right wing is adopted fucking Nazis into the American fucking political spectrum. And the left wing knows this. They knew it was tragedy. Everybody knew it was tragedy, but it's a beneficial tragedy for the left wing. And now we have a right wing which is neutered. We have a right wing which has no chance at all, okay? It doesn't have a fucking chance. Every day less right wingers live because old people vote predominantly right wing. Every day left wingers grow because children vote predominantly left wing. Every day their situation worsens. They understand this. And this is why the right wing has taken up all sorts of un-American approaches, authoritarian thrusts that are totally 100% unacceptable to anybody who is a proud, strong American. Will never, ever, ever acquiesce to this shit. And the spectrum, the political quote unquote spectrum, which America has, our left is technically centrist. And they're in the center profiting all day, bleeding their followers even. I was talking to somebody yesterday and they were saying it was this is a struggle. Please give money to our thing. I never gave that fucking money, okay? Never. And you shouldn't give money to that. It shouldn't take money. You shouldn't be buying your government no more than billionaires are buying it. And instead of trying to argue that the game should not be bought, this fucking leadership says give us money so we can continue to fight a battle that we're not even intent on winning. Democrats have no real interest in actually winning. They make money by driving fear the exact same as Trump does. Just the thing is, their fear is a reactionary fear to what Trump is doing. And it's a legitimate fear, okay? But also, it should have been fucking done years ago. How do we fail to respond to Nazis starting to ransack our motherfucking capital? That is just staggering. And we are heading into another election cycle. We're going to see what happens. Democrats, it doesn't matter who you fucking elect. They're not going to do a motherfucking thing. They're not going to help anyone. They don't give a shit about anybody. Don't give them a fucking penny. If you got to vote Democrat on the day of voting, go fucking vote Democrat. That's what I'm going to fucking do. Besides that, I don't know why I got to fucking talk to them at all. I know I'm not voting Republican. 0 Republican votes for the, as far as I can see ahead. Sorry, you guys welcomed in Nazis. Of course you get nothing now forever till you clean that shit out. How are we going to get out of this? How are we going to change the conversation? You can be a part of the political gridlock, arguing for this side or that side, but it's gridlock. Your side gets power, they do nothing. We have been in a tailspin of civil rights for 40 fucking years. We got a couple of minor things. How do we get suddenly, like Obama, all of a sudden, yay, we have some trans rights. And then all of a sudden, we have fucking Americans demonizing and attacking them, and we can't even respond to the antagonism. How does that occur? How do we extricate ourselves from this bullshit? And the Democrats are not going to fucking do anything ever. They profit off the existence of the problem. They invent the disease and sell a cure. They refuse to cure the disease because they want to treat you forever. It's beneficial for them. And all you got to do is have some basic business acumen yourself to watch this. When I was growing up, we didn't expect to get texts giving money to political causes every day of every fucking year. It doesn't end. Every fucking week. I've got I fucking love Bernie. Why the fuck does he have these worthless cocksuckers harassing me for money? Like he's only gonna do that shit when he's got fucking money, or like money is actually what empowers Bernie. Not the reality that I'm sitting here willing to cut the fucking balls off of anyone with bullshit perspectives. The bullshitters who have just snowed and gassed the conversation, leading to this absolute gridlock. Democrats do not want to help people. They're not doing anything to help people. They do a lot to help corporations, and they struggle to give young students a penny. They will bail out scummy startups. These motherfuckers, these fucking these startup sons of bitches, these fucking tech bro motherfuckers. So much of it is bullshit. So many startups are utter bullshit. They're duplications of things that we shouldn't even have competition about. We shouldn't have numerous streaming services. America should have America streaming. It should be a fucking federal service to put in the infrastructure for us to connect with each other. Like roads, communication. This is not as expensive. They could put together the streaming service and maintain it for literally the cost of a single fucking highway. Fucking 50, it's like $1 million, a fucking, more than that, a mile, that they spent over and over and over and over and over because these bullshit, worthless, motherfucking old people stand in the motherfucking way. Voting is not going to do anything. Voting is try to keep us from becoming an authoritarian state. That's what voting can do. Prevent the right wing from taking over our country. But then when they have control, they do nothing. Is your community running into diminishing resources? Yes. Fucking give me any motherfucking other answer. Because you're not here. You're not going to be checking this shit out. If your community is growing, you know you're stealing from the world. These despicable communities that are succeeding at this point, that are stealing money and food from the mouths of children, leaving refugees at outside fucking security, fucking murdering people every fucking day, mass murderers. And they want us to play along and just go cast a fucking vote. And we get told that something's going to happen because we got a text from some shithead organization who has no real value in society. These parasitic political hangers-on that talk about advocating for blah, blah. Listen, government is not supposed to be for fucking sale. We don't need contractors to be setting this shit up right. We just need actually a fucking real government where we personally hold these motherfuckers accountable for the rest of their motherfucking lives. AI is going to empower this. People are going to be making AIs, and I'm in my Bernie AI, and it's going to still tell me the same shit about who's a problem and who's not. That accessibility of up to the second accountability is going to change voting. It's going to change everything. But we can't wait for that. We have kids in need. We have communities in need. I have a big fucking family. My family's fucking huge. Irish Catholic. Fucking gigantic motherfucking family. Full of worthless seniors who do nothing to help anyone. These scummy bastards, who I love, but ultimately, objectively, boomers are scummy bastards. They have all acquiesced to fucking the children, to mortgaging the future. And even when I talk to them, they say, help us mortgage the future. Don't tell these kids to fucking be alarmed. If you're young, you better become fucking alarmed. If you're not alarmed, you're just stupid. If you're younger than me and you're not fucking alarmed, you are that fucking stupid. I was alarmed 20 years ago. It was so obvious 20 years ago. Elementary school, they were telling us the crisis of the ecology, and we have watched it break down. I have learned the science to understand how to read the breakdown. Few people have any scientific systemic awareness to where they can look at a trace and say, oh, wow, that's really going to blow itself up. I can see that from the power draw of a system. If I understand it's supposed to take 20 amps and I see it taking 3,000 amps, this is why we have circuit breakers. If it takes more than it should to finish the job, you kill it because something's catching on fire. If we, in this era, do not manage to take care of the basic material needs of living human beings, kill the circuit. All of it. No one involved in any part of the chain is innocent. Joint and several liability is how they like to do us when we're fucking signing a lease. That's how we're going to do these old motherfuckers. Joint and several. Joint as boomers. Several as fuck you cocksuckers. What are you going to do to help somebody? And even if they do good work, it's not enough. And that it's not enough, we knew that 50 fucking years ago, and they still tell themselves this inane bullshit like they can sit here in this little siloed space and clean up a little tiny space, and they'll be like, I did my part. Attack them. Attack their character, attack their intellect, attack their chill. Okay, they don't deserve to breathe. They don't deserve to take up our space at all. They don't deserve to be a part of this society or this species or this earth. They will feed back into the system appropriately. Eventually. Maybe as dead bodies into the soil. Maybe as their legacy is trashed for centuries. Maybe as their kids are shamed for how disgusting these motherfuckers are. We're going to have it all accounted. And what we are going to do to actually create security for the young security for individuals, a future, a workable future, is an open question. My ultimatum is there's 3 systems. And I gave this ultimatum to my home community 13 years ago. There are 3 systems: technology, the ecology, and the economy. These 3 systems are plainly already divergent, I said in 2009. Because these 3 systems are plainly divergent, at some point, one of them's going to break free. Don't know which one. I can't tell you where the chaos is going to come. But one's going to break free, and it's going to hit the other. You're going to get compound chaos here coming in. And we're seeing that. We're seeing duplicate natural disasters in the same geographical area in a matter of days. Those natural disasters, the economic crisis, has to be able to fund the recovery. As we have exponentially more damage, how is the broken economy, which has a out of control debt load, which nobody's even paying attention to or really even discussing, how is that going to continue to rebuild what gets destroyed by a physical system such as the ecology, which is not going to stop just because we can't pay to rebuild? And these motherfuckers want to talk to us about retirement. They want to act like they did something. All they did was fuck up. All they did was fuck up. A life of fucking up. Having kids so their kids can attack them. And if their kids don't attack them, it's because they're fuck ups. Not even smart enough to fight for their own fucking existence. That's a fuck up. That's a scummy fuck up. You're going to give someone love when you can't even fight for your own motherfucking existence? What is your love but a begging for a fucking place to exist because you're not even capable of basic fucking survival instinct? If you know this shit has no value, we have had the most unproductive legislative branch in American fucking history the last 20 motherfucking years. They can't pass shit unless it fucks you and it gives money to the corporations. They can't pass a goddamn thing because they're all in the pocket of corporations. Don't give them a motherfucking penny. Give me that penny. Focus, don't need to give it to me. Point is you direct it towards something in front of you that feeds back into your life, your community's life, or your community is gonna fucking starve. Starving right now, isn't it? The game is just starting to accelerate. We are gonna see fundamental change in how the game works. No one's gonna escape any of it. And that's a good thing. That's good. Judgment Day. True justice is coming back. And you're going to have to answer for what you've done with your life. And if you just sat there and kicked the can down the road while robbing the young generations, you couldn't even be upset about the bullshit. And then when your reaction is something as disgusting as like the right wings thing, making sudden buddies with neo-Nazis because you know that everybody hates you, you might as well be friends with neo-Nazis now. The Nazi right wing. There's not everyone on it's a Nazi. You don't associate with the right wing anymore without being a Nazi now. You are fucking Nazis. Not everybody who supported Nazi Germany was a fucking Nazi, you dipshit. Most of them were just losers who fucking didn't have the balls to kick a Nazi in the fucking balls. Enough of them got together to railroad the rest. And you court that. You hope for that. You hope for authoritarian. Look at Netanyahu getting fucking dragged by his own fucking people. A scummy authoritarian dictator. A fucking Nazi. Netanyahu's at least as bad as Hitler. At least. You look at the actual dynamics of World War II, and it's like, wow, Germany was never fucking shooting children to paralyze them intentionally. in Palestine. No, they never were turning an entire population rabid towards this neighbor as they steal land, piece by piece, acting like they're innocent, stealing land when their whole nation is stolen. They want to act like they deserve to get it back after they already fucking lost it fair and square. Fair and square is they don't keep it. If you can't share it, let's just stop going there altogether. Jerusalem is a shithole. You love Jerusalem? Jerusalem is the shithole of the world today. The most despicable, spit fucking shithole imaginable. It's the crux of the fucking conflict. That's what it is. That's its legacy. That's what it has turned into. It's corrupted. Authoritarians, of course, want to fucking hold on to it and fucking pretend like they're special over dirt. Their faith is so fucking weak. So deplorable. Their faith is fucking deplorable. If you think that land fucking matters more than human life, you missed everything that matters about faith and religion. And without some sort of exploitation, you will never steal enough from suckers to buy additional suckers. Suckers want to be bought. They think that we're supposed to be buying their attention and their interest. No, you're supposed to be freely determining, freely figuring out what the fuck it is you want to do. Period. There's no working around, essentially, the limiting factors that we've got to figure out as humanity around the globe. We've got to figure out a way forward. I talk this all day. Everybody who sees this, everywhere it goes, please connect in the sense of, come in, argue with me if you have an argument. Let's discuss it. I'm hoping we can keep this constructive, and I will moderate as best I can, and as it grows, I might need more help moderating. I hope I meet the right sort of people to where it doesn't grow out of control. I can always just cut down on the I can not even live stream it if I need to. If we actually got antagonized, which if the fucking Nazis show up, I'd be happy to bleed Nazis for the rest of time. I want them to fucking know who I am, and I want them to try to fuck with me. I'm the bulldozer. I fucking love crushing Nazis. I fucking love crushing Nazis. Get too many fucking Nazis in this fucking bullshit fucking political paradigm anymore. We got fucking people trying to claim to be Americans after they fucking are Nazis. Nazis are not Americans. Nazis are not my fellow citizens. Nazis can fucking go and die for all I care. I don't advocate for violence. Don't do violence. But you should judge and you should stigmatize Nazis. Do I have to tell people this? Stigmatize fucking authoritarians and Nazis. Are you in anything resembling a free society? Where the fuck are these authoritarians coming from? Every day we talk shit about them. Every day we fucking remind the world that this is all a tragedy made by these old motherfuckers, forced on us. And any real response has been literally stomped out and destroyed intentionally. So do not carry burdens for these old fucks. Do not feed into their fucking political bullshit. You've got to talk to your neighbors and form up real empathic connections. Solve the issues. And once we're all together and we face the same fucking direction, we'll run the vote. We need a distributed approach there, a grassroots, real approach. And I can't push you towards Democrats. I push you towards the truth. The truth is these Democrats are absolute fucking scumbags. There's a couple that are decent. A couple. The rest, basically Nazis. They harmonize with the Nazis. They love to grandstand and act like they're afraid of the Nazis, but they're not afraid of the Nazis. They could have passed laws. They could have done all sorts of things to slow down the exploit of our fucking election. We know Netanyahu and Israel literally attacked our country. We were looking at the wrong country for the manipulation. Russia didn't attack our election. It was Israel who announced it. And we have proof now that Netanyahu literally fucked with our election. We pay to keep these fuckers safe. They pay the money that we give them to manipulate and destroy our country. They finance coups. They financed an attempted coup. Israel financed an attempted coup of America. January 6th was no fucking joke. That was Trump. Israel is part of Trump. Netanyahu's part of Trump. Same authoritarian, worthless sons of bitches. All of them. Especially their followers. Especially their followers. The only thing more disgusting than a Hitler is a follower of Hitler. Because they, oh, he's so charismatic. No, you are such a disgusting, deplorable fuckhead. You love the idea of power and dominance to get you where you think you deserve. Let me show you what you deserve. Let me take you there. To follow the authoritarian thrust is to deny the social contract, to deny the Constitution, to deny the fucking sacrifice of everyone in World War II. We have Nazis in our fucking government. And until they clear all that shit out, they should not get a shred of attention or support. We can't fucking come together under hating Nazis yet. We're backsliding. And the future, this is just inside America is what I'm talking about. But if we go global, if we get interest from around the globe in an idea of a universal culture, that business will come to us. Through business, we will grow the influence that we need to influence the government. The government has been sold to corporations and oligarchs. Wake the fuck up. They're going to give you excuses as they bleed you fucking dry. And if you're weak and dumb enough to give money to these motherfucker fucking PACs, etc., Democrats, they're going to do something? When are they going to fucking do anything? Endless excuses for a permanent state of treatment. Democrats are fucking monsters. The power structure, Nazi sympathizers. Democrat power structure, Nazi sympathizers. Nazis. The ones sitting there kicking the can down the road, waiting for the next coup attempt. Financed by our supposed ally. Not an ally to me, apparently. I would not consider Israel an ally to America at all. Anybody who wants to say that is a traitor. That they were able to attack our election at all? That they thought that this was fucking appropriate to get involved with our fucking election? Not a good move. Not an ally. Not worthy of a cent more. I don't give a shit about it. And those who want to give a shit are welcome to go to Israel and go do something about it. I've got a lot of weekend warrior motherfuckers who are friends with Nazis around me who love Israel. Nazis love Israel. Have you heard this? They love that Israel's becoming an authoritarian state under Netanyahu. It's the same fucking energy. The same fucking danger. And to remake it as your side, you're just going to find some other side to demonize. The Germans demonize the Jewish demonize the Palestinian. They failed to contain their trauma. They became what it is they imagine victimized them. They don't understand how they were victimized yet. They were victimized because they gave up their faith. They gave it up for land. With murder. Rampant murder. Theft. Fucking genocide. Ethnic cleansing. You don't remove a fucking population from the ground. Your faith is shit. Fuck your holy sites. Fuck everything about it. I'm not a fan. That is to say that the nation does all these things. Individuals, I talk systemically. Individuals, God bless them, every one of us. A universal culture will reach out into Israel and will find people of decent character if they exist. I'm sure they do. I'm sure a lot of great people are living inside Israel. They have excuses that they've used to give away their power to Netanyahu. They better fix that because their lives are funneled into Netanyahu. They got to fucking deal with it. They got to change the narrative. They got to change everything about their society right now. Because when we let them go, they're going to get overran. Kids do not have, no young people have sympathy for Israel now. You guys are Nazis. Why are you guys supporting Nazis in America, Netanyahu? How are you such a persistent fucking problem? Why are you so goddamn victimized all the motherfucking time? And you think the spit of population you have left should be picking fights instead of just moving on to where nobody wants to fuck with you. You don't got to be fucking taking a religion's holy sites away while you're trying to make it your holy site. The whole concept is fucking retarded. Kills children. Makes hateful bigots. Makes conflict, leads to a point of contention between Judeo-Christianity and Islam. I'm sorry. Your entire nation, every life in it doesn't justify creating a conflict between a side of 2 billion and a side of 3 billion. Your couple million people are somehow very important to billions of people. The karma of your imposition is real and immediate. You've already bankrupted your character. Let go of the dirt. Ukraine is something fundamentally different. There is no fucking faith there. But not like Netanyahu didn't go suck Putin's dick during this. Netanyahu isn't breaking the Western stonewall of Russia. Israel has other interests during their genocide that is too important for Israel to support their ally, who's the only reason they can fucking exist. What fucking worthless scumbags. Fucking worthless. Fucking ingrates. Scummy fucking ingrates. I don't want conflict with anybody. I just notice a fucking parasite and I want to get it off. We spread this word. I'm proud to spread this word. I'm proud to like speak some fucking truth finally to these dipshit fucking boomers, these feckless losers. Can't fucking keep our infrastructure together. Tell kids to just fucking keep working, stay humble, blah, 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 while they just rape these kids. And when I talk to the adults about it, they just say, oh, I'm getting off the boat. I don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. They don't love you. They used you. They mortgaged your life. It's gone. Your future is gone. Your future is going to be echoes of their failure. That's your entire fucking future now. We can't even be sure we're not about to start a holy fucking war. We also got Russia-Ukraine conflict. We got the ecology breaking down all around us. And we got an economy where it's all funny money. These are just facts now. Things that were obvious 13 years ago when I gave my ultimatum to my own community. Things which, now that I have witnessed technology break free, AI is going to lead to fucking disruption, dismantling of established value. Oh my Lord, you have no, to understand what AI is about to do. People are not comprehending. They're not thinking about what efficiency means. They don't understand that boomers literally focused on lacking efficiency. The American society fundamentally lacks efficiency. When we are on equal footing with the globe, we are the least efficient, most terrible performing country in the fucking world because we have so much additional expenses, because we wanted to spread everything out, because boomers like fucking space. Why? Because they're despicable people and they've got to go find a space to go vote for Nazis. They don't want to even talk to their own kids. They just want to fucking rape their own kids until they can get off the fucking boat. It's a fucked situation, guys. Nobody has to agree with that. If you have some other perspective, you know, if you think it's not fucked, let's talk about it not being fucked. I'm confident we can verily fucking state the situation's fucked. And most people are fucked. The only thing that's growing is the marginalized population. People who are cut out of the system. And the reason authoritarianism is coming back is because the people who robbed those people blind know they robbed them blind. Here's the answer, though. In your pocket is a cell phone. That cell phone empowers you a lot more than the cell phone in Bezos's pocket empowers Bezos. But you've got to have the will and the intention to represent yourself. You are the power. The people are the power. They've got the cell phones, and there's rules in how you got to connect. You cannot be advocating to attack the system. Do not advocate to attack the system. I do not advocate to attack the system. I do not advocate to attack Israel or Israelis or the faith. I am saying my country is paying for someone to finance a coup. Netanyahu's going to do it again. No one even responded to it. We have definite proof he did it. We are now 8 years past when he did this with Trump's first election. 7 years past. No reaction because Democrats don't care to react. If that piece of shit Netanyahu manages to actually have an impact, surprise the Democrats and actually exploit while we pay to keep them alive, while they do ethnic cleansing. We can't solve our problems until we control our lives. We can't convince them that people deserve a chance until we give people a chance. And the people that we give a chance, honor it, deliver on it. Do not take advantage of the chance which you are given. If you do, nobody gets another chance. Can't you see that everybody needs a change? If not, then maybe they don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm rushing ahead when there's nothing left to do. This is a story I've repeated for so much of my life, and in that I absolutely believe that we need to clean this stuff up. I don't know how we do it. We do it together though. We do it peacefully. We do it in a golden revolution where we don't need to attack anybody in any way except for verbally. We can talk freely. Talk freely. I'm in a free speech state. You know, if you're in, now that this is global, you might be in, you know, a place in Israel where you literally have to worry about your Nazi fucking overlords. We're not there yet. That's we can still speak freely. For now. So we have a limited time to catalyze a real change. Is my proposal. Is this art, is this stream now 4 times the distribution than it was this morning? That's how fast things should grow now. A day, 4 times the size. That's the modern era of growth. And we need to bring people together under the auspices of the truth. I am not the arbiter of the truth. I can never be the arbiter of the truth. I am a debater. In good faith debate, together we hammer out a truth. You leave with your own truth. You live according to your own truth. I don't get to author it. I don't want to author it even. My truth is just my truth. But we don't have spaces. My truth results in we do not have spaces of effective dialogue. We are not even encouraging people to develop a perspective. People don't believe there's actually a strategic, transcendent perspective. There really is. When I do my things and people react to it, situations that do happen, I'll just comment on this really quick because today I was feeling free and I'm circling, coming back through and just trying to keep my emotional center. People are disappointed in me. They feel like abused, truly. They feel judged. I know that. I hear it in their voice. That's all I need is to hear their voice. Videos, God, if you're on video, just your voice is a constant readout. And your enthusiasm, your tonality, your words, they tell everyone everything. Everyone, everything. A lot of people look for proof and they don't want to do their politics until it's proven. I never bother to prove it. In these spaces, which I regret disappointing, I do regret disappointing them. Let me say, they should never feel blamed. That I went through what I did was not just from my presence in their community, it was from my whole life at that moment. There was a lot of things that put significant stress on me. And my emotions are not discrete. I can't just go talk to one person and be like, here's my emotions for you. I get exhausted, and when I'm exhausted, I just need a space to rest. And if it doesn't even have to be something that not that way, but once it connects in me, I have to give it space to let it chill. And it is my issue. It's not, they didn't do wrong things, even though I do in criticisms. I'm sure a lot of people can hear that, you know, my judgment. This is a judgmental stream, and everybody who listens to this is going to find some reason to feel judged. We are practicing for Judgment Day. We are practicing, and if you communicate, if you talk, if you feel like you're being talked about, you can always talk to me directly, and you'll get an explanation. You will have me at your disposal if you just try to understand what it is that I'm even, if you think it applies to you, ask me about it. I'll respect that. I'll love that. I'll think that you're a humble person who cares about the future, who cares about the real quality of what you're doing. You're not just working on the political spectrum. And with our understanding, we turn and we go back into the world. If you believe me, if you stick with me, we will represent this vibe. If there's passive aggression stuff, it just doesn't work. That's a big ask, right? It's a big ask for everyone, especially after pulling away. I'm just glad we didn't attack each other. I'm glad that nobody got attacked. I was feeling attacked, but honestly, a large part of me wishes I could have just made it through it. Just didn't feel it, and I don't question my soul. But the priority is always for me this overall movement of let's pull the world together. Let's address evil. Call evil evil. You don't ethnic cleansing is evil. Holding a faith back from their holy land is evil. Why don't you have open access to the Holy Land? If you're going to make it holy, they get to make it holy. And I'm just going to be here saying both of you are fucking ignorant. It's a shame that you have to waste all this to transport yourself somewhere to find your connection to God. It's pathetic, really, for you to act like these things matter while the ecosystem fucking melts. It's pathetic. It's insane. It's stupid. It's pathetic. I don't want anything to do with it. Get on the good foot. We can all ally together. We can all stop the conflict. Good people from everywhere around the globe I want to connect and bring into this. All around the globe. And responsible people will start casting a light that changes the narrative, that shames those who coexist with evil, those who benefit from evil and try to act good. The entire establishment, the entire chain bears the burden. And AI is going to count the burden. It's going to be precise. And people are going to do what they're going to do. Personally, I just pray for a real justice. God bless everyone. The real God. The God who doesn't give a fuck about your dirt. The God who thinks you're a loser if you give a fuck about dirt. You miss the transcendent value of each human soul. And when you mess with one, you're not getting into, you're not coming. You're gone. You're done. You do not exploit life. You eat and you survive. Every ounce of waste, every fucking broken fucking faith moment that you caused. Authoritarians just do this. They think that the world's supposed to be subservient to them. That's why I proactively hamstring them. Proactively. Nazis are not my friends. Authoritarians don't belong in a republic. Don't belong on this earth. Don't belong in the spirit of my God. My God is the authority, not these